chose a bit of comedy to capture the absurdity. Obviously, my hand is stuck right now, and I've got phone ringing. I tried to adjust the water. Stove doesn't recognize my fingerprints now, and because I've got dough here and there, and I can't boil the water enough to get my hands out of this, so I can move on. Hello and welcome to today's video. Have you had one of those days where you probably shouldn't be cooking, or even more, trying a totally new recipe or trying something totally different? Today is one of these days. For a combination of tiredness or whatever you may want to call it. I made a couple of mistakes in today's video, but we're going to talk through it because we were able to make, as you can see here, successful low shifan like type of noodles from just using a box grater. So let's just get to it and focus on the positives. Yeah, that's the mindset. So I've got 240 grams of rice flour and 240 grams of potato starch that I've just measured out. I'm putting about half a teaspoon of salt, but yeah, it just doesn't matter. And then to be followed through with about 1 teaspoon of oil. So I'm just going to put 1 teaspoon of oil. Similar to that, I've got boiling water, roughly just under 500 ml. I've got that boiling there, and then I'm just going to slowly bring it in and mix everything in. As you remember from our last what's it, the I can't even remember the name now, the video with the the not yam cake, I was the tapioca turnip cake, yeah, the Lopako recipe, yeah. So we at least in the pan fried method, we add the water gradually, so we don't get a big expanded flour dough. So I'm just going to put it in gradually and then just stir it in, and yeah, we will see what we end up with. So I've been trying to knead this a bit. It's turned out super sticky, as you can see, but it's okay. I added a bit more water than 500 ml because number one, I need to clear up the leftover flour. So that's something you need to consider, depending on your flour, I guess, how much water you will need. So just adjust as you go. And then, so I've been kneading this a bit with my fingers, and I added a bit more water that made it a bit more sticky. But yeah, you want to make it a bit dry so it's not too sticky. I'm thinking it's still okay because I'm going to let it rest for at least 1 or 2 hours, so the water will probably dry out. I think it's okay. You don't want it to be too fluidy, definitely, for the type of thing we're doing. But yeah, I'll be curious to see if I need to oil the device before we start. But yeah, let's see how this one will go. And yeah, it looks dry enough. I think it'll be okay. Just make sure that if you add more water, that it's mixed up all over, so it's not just one side being sticky and the other not. So I'm just going to let it rest, and then we'll come back to it in 1 or 2 hours. Yeah, so I didn't let it rest too long, and I'm in a bit of a problem because yeah, I think I added up too much water. In the end, it got a bit sticky. But as you can see, I am flowing it through the box grater, and it is coming out, as you can see from the bottom. I'm wondering whether it's too wet for what it needs to be, but it is flowing, and you can see the noodles are forming. They're a bit too short for what I would like in any case, but I think they're working. And as you can see, it is forming. I need to get the water boiling more to prevent the noodles from sticking to the clumping up and sticking to each other. But let me see how that will end up, and let's see as we go, because yeah, the concept does work. I'm just wondering, because it's too wet, or maybe it didn't get enough time to set. So yeah, but yeah, we can see what we end up with. So I probably need to either clear up the clocks, or I'll just start it off again. I think that's also okay. I can do that because, as you can see, I'm working with the non non-sharp part. So somehow that is okay. If I was working with the sharp part, yeah, that's probably a different conversation. I'll tone the water down a bit. But yeah, as you can see, the noodles are forming. The theory is okay. The flour is unfortunately a bit problematic. Maybe we need to figure out something, or figure out what we're going to do with the flour. There's a bit of comedy to capture the absurdity. Obviously, my hand is stuck right now. And I've got phone ringing. I tried to adjust the water, and my so-called advanced high temperature stove doesn't recognize my fingerprints now, and because I've got dough here and there, yeah, you can see nothing's responding, and I can't boil the water enough to get my hands out of this so I can move on. But yeah, just to show you the absurdity of the situation. It's comedy, yeah. I mean, you can't script this sort of thing. So I finally managed to get the stove running and look at that. It's actually turned out reasonably well. Try not to touch them until they start floating. They're floating because they're basically cooked and done. And yeah, I'm just going to take them out, rinse them, and put them in this little bowl of cold water that I took out from the fridge. You normally use ice water. I use cold water because I was too lazy, but it was been in the fridge in any case, so it's cold enough. And I'm going to try and start a new batch because I'm in a classic catch-22 situation. I can't get my hands out of this. So I guess this is some sort of a honey trap. But yeah, let's move on. So let's see where we are at. I didn't fix my hand very much, as you can see, but I've almost completely gone through the dough. And I've got the latest batch of noodles. But to show you some good news, yeah, it's not all set. I wanted to show you, yeah, look at that. I mean, yeah, don't talk about the classic low chiffon shape, but it's not that far off. It is there. You get that jagged edges. Yeah, everything is more jagged. Yeah, I mean, of course, I guess the big lesson here is if you don't get the noodle dough correctly, you're just making pain for you for extruding it. But actually, if you use a ricer, you'll be fine. And if you look at the noodle itself, yeah, look at that. Yeah, I think it will work. Yeah, it's got the right bounce, I would say. From just touching it, and feeling it, yeah, it will work. This is low chiffon texture. Yeah, how we got there is another story, but yeah, that's a funny story that you guys get to watch. But yeah, in any case, I need to figure out how I'm gonna clean up my hand, and at the same time explain this to the wife. That's gonna be interesting. One thing to note is to avoid stirring the noodles up until they have settled a bit, because otherwise they will stick to or clump with each other. But if you can see what I ended up with, yeah, it's fine in general. So yeah, I'm just going to go stir up a bunch just so you can see. This one that I have, yeah. If you all completely omit the fact of the amount of mess I made and my hands, I will say it's been relatively successful. So yeah, I'm just going to wait for a bunch of them. Yeah, it's as I said, it's already starting to float out. So I'm going to take this batch out and then try and make do with the leftovers and clean up the whole place. And then we're going to go cook something. So let's continue the comedy. I managed to clean it up by scraping up as much as I could, and you see the box grater is sitting there. Between burning myself and having sticky stuff, and now I'm trying to wash everything off. As you can see, it's slowly but surely coming off. I do have a word of warning: don't ever try to flush this whole thing down the drain. You'll just clog it up, I can tell you for sure. Looking at the structure, you can see it's more or less stuck there. So on my sink. So yeah, good thing is I have a spoon. I'm gonna scrub up my fingers. But yeah, just to add to the whole comedy of this, yeah, I mean, that's why you watch. But yeah, on the fun side, don't mess around with the water measurements. Definitely don't do what I did. All of this could have been easily avoided if you just strictly follow the measurements that I had. Is it worth the payoff? Yeah, I mean, you got low fan, more or less, or different type of shape of low fan. But yeah, just be like I said, don't play with the water measurements. Otherwise, you're gonna suffer like I did. When it's in my initial one, when it's dry, it will flow out much better. In fact, I would say it's perfect. And yeah, I would probably even give this a try again with the ricer which I just ordered. Um, but yeah, let's see how that goes. So I had a nice part where I cooked the noodles, all planned out and thought out. But unknown to me, because I made mistake in the water measurement, this higher water content did not stir fry well. So you're seeing the video of the dough starting to melt, and it doesn't melt initially. It held out very well. But in the end, it melted in. Oh, actually, it didn't melt. It tasted more like pearl barleys, per my wife. But yeah, that's why I'm not showing you the end result. But actually, if you used it in soup, you used it in gravy, it will have worked anyway. So the original dough measurements that I have in the recipe, it will work. With a stir fry, just be careful, but I presume it will work as well. It was just my mistake. In any case, I hope you laugh yourself off watching this. Thank you as always for watching. Like, subscribe, share. Thank you very much. See you in the next one.